everyone. Recently, I became familiar with Speckle, which is an open source platform designed to tackle interoperability issues in the BIM industry, helping the AEC industry to automate tasks and create data exchange between different platforms, which is great. We should all be thankful to these guys who dedicate the work on creating Speckle. So in this video, I'm trying to show one cool feature of Speckle. It's not only loading the models in Power BI, which you're seeing different, platforms that are doing the same job, but now the cool feature is that models by overlaying two sets of data and create your own federated model. For example, here I have two data sets using the Speckle Power BI viewer and the Spectral connector which I have here to just load the data from the Speckle server. You see, I have the architectural model and the structural model data, and then I want to combine them using Power Query. So let's add this data first. So I'm going to use the architectural stream URL. And then for the comment ID, object ID, I can put this one here. And for the object ID, I'm going to use object ID. And now you see that the famous sample Revit model with even the topography and all the landscape is loaded. Here we can do the same for the structural model. And we can add this data, and we can go here and add the comment object ID and the object ID, and wait until the structural model is also loaded. So you see the structural model is loaded. This is a very cool viewer as well, like ACC. You have the option, for example, to cut the model. You see how cool it is. You have all the uh, I mean, elements inside this viewer as well. So let's go back to the report. Now we have these two models on. We just need to jump into the Power Query. So let's go to Power Query. And I want to create a new query by appending these two queries together and see what happens in terms of 3D visualization. So I'm going to append the queries. Append queries is new. I'm gonna use two tables, architectural and structure. And click OK. And this one is now generated. I'll call it a fed model, for example, which means federated model. And let's see what do we have in terms of category. We don't need this information. We can remove these columns and we can expand our data. I'm just looking for category because I want to assign colors so you can see how you can add colors to your elements as well. So now I'm expanding the data only the category field. And once it's ready, let's push it back into Power BI. And now the data is being add one of these viewers. We can go here and using our fed model data, we can use our new data stream and we can use our new comment object ID. And for the object ID, we can use this one. And for the colors, now we can use the data category to add the color and wait until the visualization apply everything. And as you can see, you have the structural model exactly loaded and overlaid over um, the the architectural model. And if I go down, you can see the foundations, everything here as well. So we can add a slicer here. We can add data, and using our data category, we can have different categories. So, for example, let me check if we can adjust the lightings, very low to have a better visualization. And the ghosted mode is also on, and we can go here and check if the colors are added by category. So if we, for example, select walls, probably our data would be filtered on 3D as well. So you see all the walls have been selected. We can add, for example, structural columns as well. So you see structural columns are also added to our selection. Um, and for example, we can add the roofs. Let's see if the roof is added. Okay, and add structural columns. See all the seems that we have only one structure. Let's call it structural foundations and the roof. You can see all the roof elements and the structural elements